Hey there, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that some men just seem to command attention the moment they enter a room? Women glance at them, people listen when they speak, and there's this invisible aura around them, almost magnetic. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you've seen it at a bar, at work, or even in your own social circle. There's that one guy who doesn't try hard, doesn't brag, doesn't seek validation, yet everyone gravitates toward him. Women light up when he approaches. Men respect his opinions. He moves through life with an ease that seems almost unfair. And here's the truth. It's not luck. It's not their money. It's not even their looks. It's psychology. Dark, primal psychology that taps into something ancient and instinctive in human nature. And today, I'm going to teach you how to become that masculine man every girl secretly wants. But before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe, because if you want to master attraction, you need all the tools I'm about to give you. This isn't surface-level dating advice. This is deep psychological understanding that will transform how people perceive you. Let's start by destroying a dangerous myth. Most guys think being masculine is about muscles, aggression, or being tough. They think it's about dominating conversations, flexing achievements, or acting like they don't care about anything. That's completely wrong, and it's probably why so many men struggle with attraction. True masculinity comes from confidence, presence, and control over your emotions. It's an internal state that radiates outward, not an external performance you put on for others. A masculine man is someone who doesn't need validation from anyone. He makes decisions, takes risks, and commands respect without demanding it. He knows his value and doesn't need constant reassurance. He's comfortable with silence. He doesn't fill every moment with nervous chatter or seek approval through humor or people-pleasing. Women instinctively sense this, even if they don't consciously understand why. It triggers something primal in their psychology, a recognition of strength, stability, and leadership. These aren't just attractive qualities, they're survival instincts embedded in human evolution. Think about it. Throughout human history, women were drawn to men who could protect, provide, and lead. Not through force or aggression, but through calm competence and unwavering presence. That instinct hasn't disappeared. It's just expressed differently in modern dating. Want to know the #1 subtle trait that makes a man instantly irresistible to women? Stick around. I'll reveal it in just a bit. Body language speaks louder than words. Your body language screams louder than anything you say. In fact, studies show that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. That means the words coming out of your mouth matter far less than how you carry yourself. Here's what you need to master. 1. Posture. Stand tall, chest out, shoulders back. Confidence is visible from across the room. When you slouch, you communicate insecurity and low status. When you stand with proper posture, you occupy space with purpose. You're not apologizing for your presence, you're owning it. 2. Eye contact. Not staring aggressively, but locking eyes with purpose. Women feel seen and acknowledged when you maintain strong eye contact. It shows you're comfortable with intimacy and unafraid of connection. Weak eye contact signals uncertainty and discomfort. Practice holding eye contact for 3 seconds longer than feels comfortable. That's where the magic happens. 3. Movement. Slow, deliberate, and controlled movements signal dominance. Quick, nervous gestures scream insecurity. Think about how powerful men in movies move. They're never rushed, never frantic. They take their time because they don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. 4. Space. Masculine men take up space naturally. They don't make themselves small. Their arms aren't crossed defensively. They sit with legs apart, stand with feet shoulder width. They're comfortable in their own skin and in the physical space they occupy. Remember, your body communicates dominance before your words even reach anyone's ears. You could be saying the most charming thing in the world, but if your body language screams insecurity, none of it matters. I'll also show you how to make women lean in subconsciously when you talk. It's a trick almost no man knows. Your voice is one of your most powerful tools, yet most men completely neglect it. Deep, calm, and steady tones convey strength and confidence. Avoid high-pitched, fast, or nervous speech. It immediately lowers perceived status and makes people uncomfortable. Think about the most respected men you know. Leaders, CEOs, actors who play powerful characters. They all share one thing: vocal control. They speak from their chest, not their throat. Their pace is measured. They're comfortable with pauses. A masculine man speaks with clarity, pauses strategically, and never over-explains himself. This isn't arrogance, it's quiet confidence. He doesn't fill silence with or nervous laughter. He allows his words to land and trusts that what he says has value. Here's a practical exercise. Record yourself speaking. Most people are shocked when they hear how they actually sound. Do you speak too fast? Too high-pitched? Do you end statements with an upward inflection, like you're asking questions? These subtle patterns completely change how people perceive your authority. Work on lowering your vocal register naturally. Breathe from your diaphragm. Slow down your speech by 20%. Insert deliberate pauses where you might normally rush through. Watch how people suddenly pay more attention to what you're saying. Stick around because later I'll teach you a dark psychology trick to make women associate your presence with comfort and desire simultaneously. Subtle dominance and decision-making. Being masculine isn't about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself. This is crucial to understand. Insecure men try to control their environment and the people around them. Masculine men control their own reactions, emotions, and decisions. Women are drawn to men who can handle pressure, make decisions quickly, and maintain composure in every situation. Why? Because it signals competence and leadership. In a world full of indecisive people who defer to others or freeze under pressure, the man who can confidently choose a direction becomes instantly valuable. Here's a quick test. Next time you're out with friends or a woman you like, make a decision without hesitation. Order first at the restaurant. Choose where to sit. Lead the conversation subtly. Don't ask, "What do you want to do?" with desperate uncertainty. Suggest a plan confidently. Let's check out that new place downtown. Watch how respect naturally forms around you when you do this. People, especially women, are relieved when someone takes charge decisively. It removes the burden of decision-making and creates a sense of security. But here's the key. Decisive doesn't mean domineering. You're not demanding compliance, you're offering leadership. There's a massive difference. You can still be flexible and considerate while maintaining decisiveness. And yes, I'll reveal the most overlooked trait that makes women see you as high value in just a few minutes. Mystery and emotional control. Masculine men keep a slight air of mystery. They don't share every thought, emotion, or personal detail immediately. This keeps women curious, engaged, and subtly craving more of your energy. Think about the men women become obsessed with. They're not the ones who lay everything out immediately, who overshare on first dates, or who text constantly revealing every detail of their day. The magnetic men are the ones who reveal themselves slowly, strategically, leaving women wanting to discover more. This isn't about playing games or being manipulative. It's about understanding psychological value. Scarcity creates desire. When something is freely available and completely known, it loses intrigue. When there are layers to discover, people become invested in the discovery process. Emotional control is equally crucial. Don't react to every slight joke or comment. Stay composed, calm, and deliberate. Women find it irresistible when a man can navigate tension without losing his cool. Most men fail this test constantly. Someone makes a joke at their expense and they either become defensive or overly self-deprecating. A woman tests their boundaries and they either cave immediately or react with anger. Both responses signal weak emotional control. The masculine response? A slight smile. A calm, measured reply. No visible emotional disturbance. This communicates that you're unshakable, that your internal state isn't dependent on external circumstances or others' opinions. Up next, I'll explain the dark psychology secret that makes women feel like they need you in their life without ever saying it directly. Social proof and status signals. Women are naturally attracted to men who other people respect. This doesn't mean flaunting wealth or bragging about achievements. It means being genuinely respected in your circle, having hobbies, passions, and a life that commands admiration. This is called social proof, and it's one of the most powerful attraction triggers in human psychology. When a woman sees that other people value you, especially other women, her attraction increases exponentially. It's pre-selection. If others find you valuable, you must be valuable. A masculine man doesn't need validation. Others give it freely. This triggers attraction on a subconscious level because women are wired to notice status and influence. They're observing how the waiter treats you, how your friends respond to you, how strangers interact with you in social settings. Build a life worth respecting. Develop genuine skills and passions. Cultivate friendships with people who challenge and elevate you. Create value in your career or creative pursuits. This isn't about impressing women. It's about becoming impressive, period. The attraction follows naturally. 7. Verbal triggers and subtle attraction. Here's where dark psychology meets dating. Words can subtly trigger desire when used correctly. Speak in metaphors and stories instead of plain statements. Stories engage emotions and imagination. Instead of saying, "I'm ambitious," tell a story about a challenge you overcame. Let her draw the conclusion. Compliment sparingly but meaningfully. Focus on traits, not just looks. "You have an interesting way of seeing things" is far more impactful than "you're pretty." It shows you're paying attention beyond the surface. Use light teasing to create playful tension. This demonstrates comfort and confidence. You're not putting her on a pedestal. You're treating her like a human being you enjoy sparring with verbally. This combination of verbal skill and confident energy makes women associate you with both excitement and security, the ultimate attraction formula. You're unpredictable enough to be exciting, but stable enough to feel safe with. Coming up, I'll show you how to make her desire you without ever saying, "I like you." A trick so subtle, it works every time. Physical presence and touch. A masculine man is comfortable in his body and with appropriate physical contact. Subtle, confident touch on the shoulder, brief hand touches, guiding gestures can trigger attraction if done naturally and respectfully. Most men either avoid touch entirely out of fear or use it inappropriately out of desperation. The masculine approach is calibrated and natural. You're not afraid of appropriate physical contact, but you're also completely respectful of boundaries. Touch creates connection on a primal level. It releases oxytocin, builds comfort, and signals confidence. When done right, it accelerates attraction naturally. Remember, timing and context are everything. Masculine presence is about creating comfort and excitement simultaneously. You're approachable yet unpredictable, safe yet thrilling. Becoming the complete package. Ultimately, becoming the masculine man every girl wants is a mindset, lifestyle, and presence combined. Control your emotions and reactions. Master body language and voice tonality. Make decisions confidently and lead naturally. Keep mystery alive through strategic revelation. Build genuine social proof and high-value presence. Speak with subtle attraction triggers. Carry yourself with unwavering composure. Develop real skills, passions, and purpose. When all of these elements align, women don't just notice you, they subconsciously crave your energy. You become the standard against which they measure other men. Now you know the secrets, but remember, being masculine isn't about manipulation. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the kind of man women naturally want to be around. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent work on yourself, your mindset, your habits, your presence. But every step you take toward true masculinity pays dividends in every area of your life, not just dating. If you found these tips valuable, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because more dark psychology secrets are waiting for you. And don't forget to check out other videos on this channel. We reveal the truths about attraction, relationships, and human behavior that most people never teach you. Remember, becoming the masculine man isn't just a strategy. It's a transformation. Step into it. Own it. Become it.